Blacksmithing is where you take a piece of iron, heat it up, hit it until you get it into the shape you want it. I am in the oldest blacksmith shop left in Alberta that's been operational ever since it was built. And I have been in here ever since I've been a little kid of about 5 or 6 years of age.
It is the oldest running shop that I know of in Alberta, and it's just continuing that trade and the history. It's fun being able to know that where I'm standing when I'm blacksmithing, there were many generations of other blacksmiths standing in the same spot as I am, doing the exact same thing.
A lot of the older folks like to come in and talk about their youth and the times that they came in with their parents and other people to come and see. So it's great that we have this shop that has so many different bits of Lacombe's history scattered throughout.
As of now, I've been with the Historical Society for about 35 years. I guess maybe I got into the blacksmithing end of it because it was kind of a fascination for me, like it was with almost anybody else. I think in the beginning, it was a hard thing for people to understand that there was such a thing as a blacksmith shop, because everybody didn't know anything about what went on inside of a blacksmith shop, except there was a fire and they worked with iron and that was it.
You know, when Alberta was growing as a province, it was the blacksmiths that were here helping the agricultural community. It was the blacksmiths who were the staple of the industry and the community. And people need to remember that it's not just the beautiful art and the paintings and the beautiful literature and things of our history that's important to us. It's also the industrial, the agricultural, how we came to be. You know, being able to make the tools for people too: hammers, tongs, chisels, wrenches. All these things were made by the blacksmith. They weren't made in the factory first. It was the blacksmith who hammered them out. So they have been around, few and far between, but they have been around, and it shows that the trade hasn't just been specific. It's a male-dominant trade, but it hasn't been specific for men only. And it's amazing to see the artistic capability of these phenomenal women, these ladysmiths, as I call them. It is a hard trade. I won't deny that you go home and you're sore and you're tired, and you sleep well, but if you love it, you don't mind getting up again at 5, 6 in the morning to go back into the shop and be covered in coal and have the odd burn and the odd creak in the back, and because it's just a fun trade. It's amazing how it feels when you've created something from scratch. You take a plain piece of metal and you make a hammer or tongs or a piece of art. You created that from your own bare hands. You've made it from fire, and I love that.
It's really interesting to learn as well, just the different things that go into it, the building of the fire, the hammering of the metal, the techniques that are used, and it's a great way to actually bring history alive. Not a lot of people know how to do this, and so being able to come in and just watch how the metal's twisted, the fire's made, stuff like that, it's really just fascinating for a lot of people. And I do still appreciate every time I come in here that this is something not everyone knows how to do. This is really actually quite neat that I now know how to do a lot of this stuff.
It's a part of the community, and maintaining that, keeping that history going is important, so that we remember it's all aspects of the history that we should remember. It's nice to see that this shop here is here to remember them and to continue that history on so that we don't forget.